What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the RE Visuals YouTube channel, where you'll always find high quality visuals and high quality tech. And today I'll be bringing you along for a setup upgrade that is long overdue. We're going to be revamping my living room setup. And with this revamp, we're going to not only be upgrading my TV, but we're going to be upgrading the ambient lighting around the entire setup thanks to a company called Lytmi. Now, Lytmi has sponsored this video and sent over their entire Fantasy Plus AI lighting kit that syncs together and displays color based off of what is on your TV screen to make a seriously unique experience for you. So stick around because you don't want to miss this. Alright, first things first, the living room setup that my wife and I have is just a mess right now and really needed some updating. So I got right to work and cleaned it all up, and I actually had to move my wife's Christmas decorations out of the way for the time being. I know it's a dangerous game I'm playing, but you know, back to the video. But with everything clean and out of the way, we can start making some upgrades now. Now, the first thing we upgraded in this setup was the TV. You can see that this is already installed and on the wall because my wife and I purchased this TV when it went on sale a couple of months ago. The TV I decided to go with is the LG QNED 80U 4K 120Hz TV. Now, this is not the most expensive 4K 120Hz TV out there by any means, but for the spectacular image quality, insanely bright lighting, and fast response rate, it's night and day compared to our old 1080p TV that had been sitting in our living room for years. So I mounted this on the wall with a very nice swivel mount that I found at Best Buy that allows you to pull the TV out from the wall, tilt it, and swivel it left or right, whatever you want to do. Now let's get into the lighting aspect of our setup that will really help make it stand out. Lytmi sent over their new flagship products from their Lytmi Fantasy line. So I was sent their Fantasy Plus version, which includes a TV backlight kit with their sync box, light bars, and light strip. So getting things out of the box, I'm starting with the main TV backlight kit, which includes directions already printed on the box, which comes in really handy during assembly. Your user manual, some 3M adhesives for securing the sync box to the back of your TV, an HDMI to HDMI cable for connecting the sync box to your TV, a wall adapter to power the sync box, and then of course, the sync box itself. This box is the main hub of the whole system and allows all of the products to sync together, hence the name. And this allows you to connect an HDMI device to this sync box and help the lighting sync to whatever's playing on the TV. So this device makes it possible to display your content at 1080p 120Hz or 4K 60Hz, all the while supporting high quality video formats that your TV may display, like HDR and things like that. Lastly, there is an LED strip on the bottom of the box that you order based on the size of your TV. So my TV is a 65 inch, so I went with a 65 to 75 inch long strip, and this strip connects to the sync box via USB-C, and you can choose the orientation based off your TV and how you want to cable manage the LEDs. We'll get to that here in a little bit. Next, we have the light bars to add even more of an ambient light effect to the setup. Inside the box, you get the light bars themselves that have pre-diffused LEDs to really spread out the lighting once they're set up. Now, they both have a single cord coming off of them with a Y cable included in the box that joins them together, so you only need to plug in one power adapter, which is really nice. Also in the box are the different stand options. You have the traditional upright stands that will make the lights fire upward, and stands that will make the lights fire at more of an angle if you guys want that. So they also provide you with some more 3M adhesives to adhere the lights to any surface you want to adhere them to. And lastly, we have an extra LED strip to complete the Fantasy Plus kit. Inside the box, of course, is the manual like all the rest of them, adhesives, and a control box so you can actually manually turn the strip off if you ever need to. And of course, you get the power adapter and the nice long LED strip on the bottom of the box. Now, keep in mind that this product also comes in an essential version, which includes just the TV sync box and LED kit that I mentioned here before. But you can mix and match these products as you wish if you want to do that. So you just need the essential kit, the first kit that I mentioned, to sync them all together with that sync box. The first thing that I set up was the sync box and LED strip, or the Fantasy Essential Kit basically. I went ahead and installed the LED strip around the back of my TV, making sure that I had cable management in mind and with how I oriented it. Like I said in the unboxing, this strip is long enough for 65 inch to 75 inch TVs, so with me having a 65 inch, there is a bit of extra LED strip on all of the corners, so I had to be careful with how I adhered it so it would look clean behind my TV and not stick out and look kind of, crazy. In hindsight, maybe I should have just gotten the smaller size to make it easier on myself, but either way, I got the job done and plugged in the strip into the sync box, adhered the sync box to my TV, and then I plugged it into an HDMI port onto my TV to get it all to work. Now with that done, I then downloaded the app and began searching for the sync box within the app, which only actually took a few minutes to set up using my Wi-Fi connection, and then I was up and running. I then just set it to the sync setting and it already began working perfectly, displaying the color that was on the front of my TV. Second, I installed the light bars. These were very simple in that I just slotted them into their stands, keeping in mind that I needed to manage their cables to keep them tidy behind my TV console. After connecting the two light bars together, I plugged them in and again used the app to find them using my Wi-Fi connection. You have to connect each one individually and set them both to the sync mode to make sure that they pair with the sync box correctly and to work with the other fantasy products. Last, I decided to install the extra LED strip. This was a very simple process of choosing where I wanted the LEDs, which actually turned out to be some underglow for my TV console, and then sticking them to the underside of it. Very simple stuff. I did have to keep in mind, however, where I wanted to keep the power cord, because you do have to plug the LED strip into a small control box that comes with it that I mentioned before, and then plug the power cord into that control box as well, and then that power cord into your power source to get it all to run. And after I was done installing the strip, I found it in the app once again, set it to the sync mode, and then the entire Fantasy Plus lighting kit was ready to rock. One last thing, after installing the Lytmi kit, I had to then finish cable managing everything in the setup with these little open cable raceways that I found on Amazon. They worked perfectly for this. They allow you to stick them where you want them on the wall and then open up so you can actually, place your cables in there right now and then take them out and maybe move them around in the future if you have to switch cables out, which is very, very handy. And with that done, and my PC as well as my Nintendo Switch in place, the setup was complete and ready to go. So as you all can see, this was a very simple revamp, and the Lytmi product not only makes the setup look so much better, but also adds a new level of interaction with what I'm doing with this setup. Now, whenever I'm watching a movie or listening to music, I can sync the lights to interact with it and add a cool light show in the background that matches what's on screen, and it actually works really well as far as the color matching and everything. Even with gaming, it's super cool because the lighting kit adds a new level of immersion to my gaming sessions and just brings me into what I'm doing that much more. I actually grabbed my Xbox controller and a set of wireless headphones from Logitech, and I can definitely say it's really fun to just kick back on the couch and play some games. It's something that I don't get to do very often these days, but I plan to do a little bit more now that I have this setup done. So guys, really the TV and the lighting were the biggest upgrades in my living room setup, and they just made everything not only look so much better, but just work better in my opinion. So my wife and I play Nintendo Switch together, so we have that console in there, but every other game that I run on my own is in my laptop that's plugged into the TV and the lighting box now. So I personally think this is a way better experience for me than any other console out there, because I can play with any other controller game and take full advantage of the extra performance of my laptop that is running a Ryzen 9 5900HS and a RTX 3070, so it's a really great experience. Now, with all of this done and some gaming / movie watching sessions done, I can definitely recommend the Lytmi Fantasy Lighting Kit to you guys as well, because it was such a very simple setup and it just works beautifully once everything is synced together. So keep in mind, guys, there are also a bunch of other fun effects you can do in the app, and like I said, it really does make that setup just look much cooler to look at. Now, if you want to grab one of these kits for yourself and revamp your setup, or maybe you want to get one for someone else to revamp their setup, the good news is that you can get one using a 10% discount code with my exclusive link down in the description below. So go down there and check that out, guys, if you're interested. And while you're down there, don't forget to let me know in the comments what you think of my new living room setup and if you consider doing something similar with yours. Or if you totally hate it, let me know that too. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this one, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like as always. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please do that, because I know a lot of you guys watch the videos but are not subscribed. It's free. Just hit the button and join an awesome community. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you in the next video.